Good evening. Welcome to South Asia Newsline. I'm Arjun Chaudhary. Here are the top stories we're tracking for you on Wednesday, the 28th of August. Ceasefire violation by Pakistan kills 3 Indian civilians in Jammu and Kashmir. India's southern Kerala celebrates Harvest Festival of Onam with gaiety. And Bollywood fights terror with Phantom this weekend. And now for all the details. 3 Indian civilians were killed and several others injured after Pakistan on Friday opened unprovoked firing at the line of control or LOC in Jammu and Kashmir.
The firing started in the early hours of Friday as Pakistani Rangers targeted border posts and civilian areas in the Arispura and Ania sectors in Jammu. Mortar bombs and automatic weapons used by the Pakistani forces were so heavy that they penetrated deep into the villages.
सर ये बम पड़ा है, पाकिस्तान का बम आया है, वो पड़ा है सर। अपने कमरे अंदर बैठे सर नाबी में, तो बाहर से वो जो फिंगरे हैं बाहर पड़ा है वो दरवाजे के सामने में, तो सर अंदर वो फेंचर कर गया सभी को।
Analysts felt that the latest round of ceasefire violation by Pakistan was aimed at drawing global attention towards its bilateral ties with India.
Is that Pakistan would like to draw global attention to the current situation of the bilateral relationship. And the Indian agencies, security forces, paramilitary, police would have to be prepared for this kind of an increase of violence.
The fresh ceasefire violation by Pakistan comes even as authorities are planning on the agenda for the prospective Director General of Military Operation meeting between the two sides, which is likely to be held next month.
The Pakistan People's Party has launched a protest against arrests of its leaders. The opposition party claimed that it is being victimized in the name of National Action Plan.
The PPP has sought an explanation from the Pakistan government on the National Action Plan. The party said it is being wrongly accused of funding terrorism and is being politically targeted. The PPP's strong reaction comes after party leader Asim Hussain was arrested on Thursday. He was later remanded to 90 days paramilitary custody. Hussain is a close confidant of former President Asif Ali Zardari.
एक अमल शुरू हुआ है पंजाब में, सिंध में भी आप देख रहे हैं कड़ी चल रही है, KPK में भी हमारे फॉर्मर मिनिस्टर को लियाकत शबाब को उठाया गया, तो हर सूबे में एक इस वक्त ऐसा लगता है कि कोई इंतकामी अमल जारी है। तो नैब के इदारे को इस तरह मैं समझती हूँ सिर्फ पीपल्स पार्टी इस वक्त नज़र आ रही है।
Earlier, an anti-terrorism court had issued a non-bailable arrest warrant against former Prime Minister Yusuf Raza Gilani in a graft case. The party said warrant was issued despite Gilani saying that he was ready to appear before the court.
तो यूसुफ रज़ा गिलानी साहब हैं जिन्होंने अपने आप को पेश किया है, हर मौके पे पेश किया और कठेरों में पेश हुए हैं जब वो प्राइम मिनिस्टर भी थे और हाल में भी, और उन्होंने अभी मैसेज दिया है कि मैं जिस वक्त अदालत मुझे बुलाएगी किसी भी हालत में हर शफाफियत के साथ पीपल्स पार्टी के सीनियर वाइस चेयरमैन हैं वो ज़रूर हाजिर होंगे।
The cases are the first of their kind against the PPP in a sweeping crackdown on violence and corruption spearheaded by the military this year. The party, which ruled Pakistan in 5 different occasions, was reduced to just 47 seats in the 342-member National Assembly in the 2013 elections.
In India, a murder mystery has hit the headlines, surprising many in social circles. The police claim to have made major breakthroughs in the case, but the exact motive of the killing remains unclear.
From making it to the Wall Street Journal's list of 50 women to watch out for, to a woman accused of killing her own daughter. That's India's Indrani Mukherjee, who is in the headlines for being the protagonist of one of the biggest real-life crime thrillers. This murder mystery hinges on deceit and duplicity and is proving to be an uphill task for the cops to deconstruct. Indrani, wife of media baron Peter Mukherjee, is accused of killing Sheena Bora, her daughter from the first husband, allegedly using her second husband, apparently because the daughter loved the son of the third husband.
During the further investigation, it transpired that the murder was committed on 24th of April 2012. The body was found by the Raigad police on 23rd of May 2012. Yesterday, two accused, including woman accused, were arrested.
Indrani, then 30, married Peter Mukherjee in 2002 and passed off her daughter Sheena and son Mikhail as her siblings until the truth came out this week during police investigations. Indrani allegedly murdered Sheena more than 3 years ago and kept claiming to her family and friends that Sheena had moved to the US for studies.
That time I asked her, please tell me where is she. 3 to 4 times I asked her. At that point, once she told me, don't ask me again and again, because if you ask me again, I'll stop sending you funds.
The Mukherjees were in the news in 2007 when they launched a media venture, INX Network, with their own stake and money coming in from different investors.
Her conduct at NewsX, in my view, has no bearing at all on the present problems that she's had or the investigation that is on.
Some might call her capricious and others simply ambitious, but Indrani Mukherjee has suddenly emerged as a pivotal character in India's big murder mystery.
Captured Pakistani terrorist Sajjad will be interrogated by the Indian National Investigative Agency. He is said to have been trained by the dreaded terror outfit LASHKAR-E-TAIBA. Indian defense analysts say that crucial information can be gathered from captured terrorists about the number of infiltrators who have crossed the line of control in Kashmir.
22-year-old Sajjad, who claims to be from Muzaffargarh in Pakistan, was nabbed by Indian security forces while 3 of his co-attackers were gunned down. Analysts felt that capturing the terrorist alive will help Indian investigators on the modus operandi of the militants in Jammu and Kashmir.
He will tell you where he is from. He will tell you who trained him, whether it was the LET or Jaish-e-Mohammed or Hizbul Mujahideen, the role of the Pakistani army, the role of the Pakistani ISI. We would also get to know how much training is being imparted to them, where are they being trained, who their handlers are.
This was the second time in August India have successfully captured a Pakistani terrorist. Earlier this month, another LET operative was held in Udhampur following an attack on Indian paramilitary troops. However, Islamabad had denied that the arrested gunman was a Pakistani.
This also shows the desperation of Pakistani military leadership of creating turmoil in India and pushing these terrorists across the borders.
Security forces in Jammu and Kashmir have taken the captured Pakistani militant to an interrogation center in Srinagar city.
The then Sri Lankan government, led by Mahinda Rajapaksa, did not seize the opportunity to fully implement the resolution by the country to the Human Rights Council in 2009. Former President's Special Human Rights Envoy, Mahinda Samarasinghe, has said. He also claimed that the failure to implement the resolution by the then government allowed the UN to adopt the 2012 and 2013 resolution against Sri Lanka. The island nation is now likely to move a similar resolution for reconciliation next month, when the UN will submit a report on alleged war crimes in the country during decades-long civil war against Tamil rebels. At least 40,000 people were killed during the final phases of the war in 2009. Spiraling inflation has made life difficult for people in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. Locals here are reeling under extreme poverty, and to add to their woes, even essentials are going out of reach.
Burgeoning unemployment and inflation in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir continues to fuel discontent among locals. Due to Islamabad's oppressive policies, inflation has surfaced as a serious issue, pushing many into great despair.
महंगाई बहुत ज़्यादा है सर। महंगाई की वजह आज सब्जी देखें, गरीब से गरीब तर बंदा तो फ्रूट को तरस रहा है, वो तो फ्रूट उसके खाने के काबिल नहीं है। बहुत ज़्यादा महंगाई हो गई है। मौजूदा सूरत हाल से ये अंदाज़ा लग रहा है कि लोग बहुत कम ही ख़रीदारी इस बाज़ार में करेंगे, क्योंकि जो सूरत हाल है इसमें कि रश वगैरह नहीं है। रोडों में लोग इधर उधर घूम रहे हैं, लेकिन बाज़ार में हमारी ख़रीदारी कोई नहीं कर रहा।
Chaudhry Abdul Majid, who serves as the Prime Minister of POK, seems ignorant of all the problems rising at local levels. Despite being home to many hydropower plants, the electricity cost for the locals are skyrocketing.
बिजली अब 26 रुपए यूनिट हम इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं 26 रुपए यूनिट कमर्शियल बिजली है ये सारी चीजें तो फिर यहीं से निकलेंगी ना तो जब यहाँ से ये सारी चीजें निकलेंगी तो फिर महंगाई तो खुद ब खुद होगी
Pakistan-occupied Kashmir witnesses frequent protests by residents who are unable to bear the apathy of the Pakistani government.
India on Friday observed the 50th anniversary of the 1965 India-Pakistan War. The day marks the triumph of the Indian forces against Pakistan in the Haji Pir Pass in Jammu and Kashmir.
On the 50th anniversary of 1965 war with Pakistan, India remembered its martyred Indian soldiers for their sacrifice and courage in the service of the nation. President Pranab Mukherjee paid homage at the Amar Jawan Jyoti, a memorial dedicated to the martyred soldiers at India Gate in Indian capital New Delhi. The Indo-Pakistan War of 1965 ended the skirmishes that took place between the two countries between April 1965 and September 1965. The full-scale war started after Pakistan launched Operation Gibraltar that aimed infiltration of forces into Jammu and Kashmir to induce an insurgency against rule by India. India retaliated by launching a full-scale military attack on West Pakistan. The war, fought over a period of 17 days, had claimed thousands of lives on both the sides.
India's southern Kerala observed the annual harvest festival of Onam on Friday. The 10-day celebration marks the return of a mythical king, Mahabali, to see his people.
The southern Kerala was all decked up as the province celebrated its biggest festival, Onam. Dressed up in traditional attires, people celebrated the big day with traditional games and songs. Many also performed traditional dances to mark the occasion. People also visited temples in the early hours of Friday to offer prayers. Many said Onam was the celebration of togetherness.
Onam is a festival of togetherness, of family values, social values, etc. It is the national festival of Kerala. During Onam time, all families come together. There are a lot of games going on. Most important, there is the Ona Sadhya, and the whole land is in a state of enjoyment.
A speciality of the celebration is the traditional meal called Onasadhya. While most of them enjoyed the lunch with their families, a non-governmental in southern Kochi organized a special Onasadhya for over 1,000 lesser privileged people. One thing that is on high demand during the festival season is flowers. People prepare floral carpets called Pookalam to mark the day. Onam, which falls on the first month of the traditional Malayalam calendar, commemorates the return of Mahabali, who ruled over an egalitarian and just society in Kerala. The annual festival is also the biggest homecoming for Keralites from across the globe.
Power-packed actors and intense action drama. Take a look at what the Bollywood has in store this weekend.
Phantom, starring Saif Ali Khan and Katrina Kaif, is an action drama that promises to put one on the edge of the seat till the very end. The action thriller, directed by Kabir Khan, is a visual tale about a man who is on a mission to eliminate militants. The film is based on Hussain Zaidi's book Mumbai Avengers and deals with the aftermath of 26/11 Mumbai terror attacks. Phantom is a cinematic treat for action lovers, coupled with high entertainment quotient.
Well, that's the way it was in South Asia this evening. Before we conclude the top stories once again. Ceasefire violation by Pakistan kills 3 Indian civilians in Jammu and Kashmir. India's southern Kerala celebrates Harvest Festival of Onam with gaiety. And Bollywood fights terror with Phantom this weekend. Now our viewers can watch the show on SouthAsiaNewsline.com. You can also visit us on facebook.com/SAsiaNewsline and follow us on Twitter @SAsiaNewsline. That's all in tonight's edition. We'll see you same time next week. Have a great weekend and good night.